The year is 1799, a world in transformation. The Age of Enlightenment, a beacon of ideas and discovery, gives way to the Industrial Revolution. Steam engines reshape work and life, especially in growing cities. In France, Napoleon Bonaparte ascends to power, while across the ocean, America mourns the passing of its first president, George Washington. But in this small corner of London, an 8-year-old boy, Charles Babbage. Unbeknownst to the world, this boy will not only survive, but he will rise to become known as the father of the computer. His vision is destined to change everything. Fast forward to 1812. Charles Babbage at Peterhouse, Cambridge. He's just left Trinity College, frustrated with its old-fashioned way of teaching math. This dissatisfaction isn't new. It's been simmering since his childhood, shaped by a battle with illness that changed his outlook on life. Now in these hallowed halls where tradition is king, Babbage stands out. He's a young man on a mission, and everyone's wondering, what exactly is he up to? What big problem is he itching to solve? Picture a world where calculations, the lifeline to navigation, science, and commerce are done painstakingly by hand. Errors, a constant threat. In every book of logarithms, every astral chart, lies the potential for human error. In this environment of manual labor and precision, Babbage sees a different future, a future of mechanized calculations. The era was marked by the steam engine's roar and the telegraph's silent messages. Society was ripe for change. Intellectual movements stirred the air. The rationalism of the Enlightenment intertwined with the Romantic era's passion for imagination. It's in this melting pot of change and challenge that Babbage's ideas began to take form. Step back to the early 1800s, into a world where mathematics is the very backbone of science and navigation. This era, entangled in the web of manual, error-prone methods, highlights the critical role of human computers. Picture men and women, not machines, meticulously calculating complex equations by hand. Their job, far more than routine, is to ensure accuracy in a world yet to embrace digital tools. Their work, a delicate but essential dance of numbers, underpins tasks crucial for survival and discovery. Imagine them plotting a ship's course across dangerous waters, or mapping the stars for celestial navigation. In this world, each calculation is vital. The smallest error could bring disaster. Imagine dimly lit rooms. They echo with the scratch of quill on paper. The walls are lined with volumes of logarithms, trigonometry, and astronomy. These are essential tools for navigation, research, and commerce. These books, though brimming with knowledge, are fraught with hidden dangers. A single misstep, one incorrect number, would have dire consequences. Ships could veer off course. Science could be led astray, distorting our understanding of the cosmos. In this high-stakes world, math precision is not just academic. It's a perilous journey, a tightrope over the chasm of human error. It's flanked by the unforgiving realms of sea and sky. It is in this labyrinth of manual calculation that Charles Babbage's vision begins to ignite. The stage is set for a revolution. A huge change is coming to computation. It's born from an urgent need for accuracy, speed, and efficiency. Here stands Babbage, a man far ahead of his time, on the cusp of a transformation. His mind is a warehouse of ideas, brimming with the potential to redefine the very essence of calculation. Take a step back to the early years of Charles Babbage. Envision a young boy, confined to his bed, enveloped in a world of silence brought on by illness and temporary deafness. Yet this period of enforced solitude was far from limiting. Instead, it ignited the formation of his character. Homeschooling and tutors became gateways to realms of knowledge and imagination. The profound impact of these years is immeasurable. For many, being bedridden might shrink their world, but for Babbage, it expanded his mental horizons. His curiosity blossomed in the quiet. It also gave him an unquestionable thirst for knowledge. He cultivated these traits in his solitary youth. They would shape his life. As Babbage emerged from this period of isolation, he had a unique perspective. He understood the value of time and manual labor. This was especially true in calculations. It was not just necessary work, but a process full of potential for improvement. The idea was to replace manual math with precise machines that would never make mistakes. It was more than just a fleeting thought, it was a vision for transformation. A transformation beyond the application of mathematical skill, but that of challenging and modernizing math itself. Within the hallowed walls of Cambridge, a young Charles Babbage works with two brilliant minds, John Herschel and George Peacock. They begin to challenge the academic norms. Herschel, an astronomer who would later catalog the stars, and Peacock, an advocate for modern algebra, join forces with Babbage. Together they confront a curriculum steeped in tradition. Their weapon in this intellectual battle? Reflections on the decline of science in England and some of its causes, a scathing paper authored by the trio. In this work, they boldly critique the stagnation they see in British science. They target the outdated math methods in education. Enter George Bedell Airy. He is the soon Astronomer Royal, a figure deeply woven into British science. Airy is known for his pivotal role in setting Greenwich as the prime meridian. He represents the old order, a stark contrast to Babbage's zeal for reform. Their interactions are marked by intellectual rigor and underlying tension. They highlight the clash between old and new methods. Babbage's quest for reform even unsettles the hallowed seat of the Lucian chair of mathematics. Newton, a legend, once held the role. This chair is a symbol of math supremacy. It's another frontier in Babbage's battle against the establishment. Here, Babbage not only upsets tradition, but also lays the groundwork for a new age of computational thought. In this world of innovation and challenge, Babbage's idea of engines for computation starts to take shape. These engines are devised for precise and automated calculations. They herald a monumental leap in mathematics and beyond. And on the horizon, a powerful partnership is forming, with a brilliant mindset to pioneer an entirely new field. This partnership will fundamentally change our understanding of what machines are capable of. After his confrontations, Babbage set his sights on a monumental task, creating the difference engine. It was an ambitious project. It was designed to automate and error-proof the tedious task of making math tables. The sheer scale, the vision was daunting. A machine estimated to stand 8 feet tall, 7 feet wide, and weigh about 15 tons. The size of a large SUV, but crafted entirely from brass and iron. This mechanical giant was a precursor to today's computers. It was a marvel of engineering, designed to automate math with great accuracy. Yet the path to innovation was fraught with challenges. Babbage faced monumental technological hurdles. The precise machining of thousands of parts, the constraints of materials at the time, and the high cost of brass and iron. He sought perfection. It led to constant redesigns. Each one demanded great skill and dedication. The journey of Babbage's engines, marked by ambition and intellect, was also a tale of significant financial stakes. The British government, captivated by the potential of automating mathematical tables, invested an immense £23,000 in Babbage's project, a figure amounting to over £3.2 million, or around $4.2 million in today's currency. This substantial support showcased their early confidence in his visionary work. The financial journey didn't end there. Babbage, fueled by unwavering belief in his machines, poured his own resources into the project, investing £6,000, equivalent to nearly £860,000 or $1 million US today. This was more than an investment. It was a testament to his deep commitment. He was emotionally and intellectually dedicated to the cause of computational advancement. As Babbage's project progressed, his substantial personal investment couldn't shield it from growing skepticism among influential figures. One was George Bedell Airy. He is now the Astronomer Royal, blending practical science and government oversight. Known for his precise astronomical calculations, Airy viewed the difference engine with a cautious eye. He questioned its practicality and financial feasibility. This cast shadows of doubt over the project's future. His skepticism became a significant factor, influencing public opinion and funding decisions and posing a formidable challenge to Babbage's ambition. By 1833, financial strains and technological challenges brought its construction to a halt. But Babbage's ambition didn't stop with the difference engine. He soon envisioned a more complex and revolutionary device, the Analytical Engine. This design, far ahead of its time, it laid the groundwork for the modern computer. It introduced concepts like conditional branching and loops, a mill like a CPU, and a storage for memory. The Analytical Engine's design, with its use of punch cards for input, marked Babbage as a true pioneer in the field of computational science. While Babbage was immersed in developing his new engine, a key partnership was forming. At the age of 42, he met a talented young mathematician, Ada Lovelace, who was just 18. Lovelace's sharp mind and fresh insights would soon lead her to become known as the world's first computer programmer. Working together on the Analytical Engine, their collaboration went far beyond basic calculations. Lovelace saw the potential for machines to process not only numbers but also symbols and even create music. This partnership sparked a big change in computational history. It blended Lovelace's math brilliance with Babbage's ideas. The partnership was of unprecedented depth and vision. As we leave the 1830s, it is the final chapter in Babbage's story. We see him surrounded by his intricate designs and his half-built machines, symbols of his lofty dreams. The question hangs in the air. Will Babbage's visionary engines, the precursors to our digital world, ever truly work? Or will they remain just sketches and models? They are brilliant but incomplete. Is their full potential locked away in the realm of what might have been? As the 1840s dawn, we find Charles Babbage, a visionary, at a critical juncture. Surrounded by the remnants of his ambitious projects, his engines were created with unmatched genius, but they remained stuck in a web of untapped potential. The difference engine was a project that promised to redefine calculation, but it stands incomplete. Its pieces echo the frustrations of innovation. The Analytical Engine is even more advanced and revolutionary. It lies in wait. Its design is ahead of its time. It exceeds the era's technology. Babbage's journey is marked by remarkable achievements and significant shortfalls. Even with British government backing and his large personal investment, his engines remain unfinished. The hurdles are too great. They are practical and financial. Skepticism from influential figures like George Biddle Airy adds to the challenges. Charles Babbage passed away in 1871, his engines incomplete. Yet the seeds he planted germinated in the fertile soil of imagination and innovation, eventually blossoming into the digital age we know today. His life and work stand as enduring testaments to the power of vision in the unyielding pursuit of progress. Decades turn into a century. Charles Babbage's engines were groundbreaking. They linger in history, their potential untapped. It is not until the late 20th century that Babbage's visionary work begins to receive the recognition it deserves. In 1991, the world celebrated the 200th anniversary of Charles Babbage's birth. This sparked a new interest in his visionary work. This was the perfect stage for Doron Swad, a computer historian with a deep understanding of Babbage's inventions. Embracing an ambitious challenge, Swad and his UK team set out to bring Babbage's legacy to life. Their project was no small feat: to construct a fully working model of the difference engine, number 2. Meticulously following Babbage's original designs. This endeavor aimed not only to honor Babbage's bicentenary, but also to prove the functional brilliance of his ideas using the technology of his time. The completion of the difference engine emerges not merely as a replication of Babbage's work, but as a monumental achievement in its own right. Standing tall, this fully functional machine proves that Babbage's designs were not only visionary, but also entirely feasible with the technology of the 19th century. This triumphant realization of the difference engine number 2 stands as a testament to Babbage's genius. It validates his role as a pioneer in computing. It shows that his ideas were not just fantasies, they were practical, doable visions ahead of their time. As we navigate through our digital age, the echoes of Babbage's ingenuity resonate in every computer, every piece of code. His legacy was once overshadowed by time. Now it shines bright. It shows the path from the steam-driven past to today's silicon-powered circuits. In the story of Charles Babbage, it beckons us to ponder what could have been. Imagine a world reshaped by Babbage's successful innovations. A tantalizing glimpse into an alternative timeline. Let's embark on that journey, weaving through the what-ifs of history, shaped by Charles Babbage's Analytical Engine. How might key moments have unfolded in this alternate reality? Picture the late 19th century. It was transformed by an early grasp of electromagnetism and electricity. Babbage's engine caused breakthroughs in telecom and cell electric power. They happened decades sooner, sparking a tech revolution that remade the world at an unprecedented pace. During World War II, the Enigma code could have been deciphered years earlier. This would be thanks, of course, to the advanced math abilities of Babbage's engines. This early achievement potentially shortens the war, saving countless lives and altering the historical trajectory of World War II. Fast forward to a mid-20th century milestone, the moon landing. With Babbage's tech, humanity steps onto the moon much earlier. This launches an age of space exploration that goes far beyond the moon. It happens decades ahead of its historical schedule. In the story of Charles Babbage, we find a tale that goes beyond time. It's a story of inspiration, perseverance, and the unbreakable spirit of human curiosity. His engines, once dormant sketches, now symbolize the relentless drive of humanity to push the boundaries of the possible. His vision was unrealized in his lifetime, but it ignites a spark that changes history. It challenges us to ponder the potential of what could have been.